There you have it, a little taste. We have Tim with us now. He can be talking about his book, Family Unfriendly. Thanks so much for being with us, Tim. We have a little audio issue. I think possibly. Can we? Are you there, Tim?
Yeah, I can hear
There
you.
we go.
There
All
we
right,
go.
great. Yeah,
There we go.
we had a little issue in the studio here. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And as Bishop Reed has been talking about his big question, why is it so hard to raise kids in America today? Maybe we could start from that point and go on.
Well, some of it has to do with economics, but a lot of people try to begin and end the story there. And really, the more important story in my mind is culture. And I'm a journalist. I travel around the country. I talk to parents. I talk to non-parents. I talk to people who wonder why they're not grandparents yet. But also, I'm a dad of six, so I actually kind of know what I'm writing about this time. And the culture is family unfriendly in a few ways. One, parenting culture is just way off the rails. We replaced local little league with this intensive, expensive travel ball. When we were kids, we would run around the neighborhood and come home when the streetlights turn on. Nowadays, parents are expected to helicopter their kids either out of fear of, a stranger abduction or just, you never know what's going to happen. Little Connor might skin his knee. There's also the dating and mating culture. People aren't getting married in their 20s anymore. I have a whole chapter that kind of blames the dating apps on that. But ultimately, our culture's values are not about sort of sacrificing for others, committing for life, all the various things and just believing that humans are good.
Yeah.
All of these aspects of our culture make people less likely to have kids and make childhood more stressful.
Now, Tim, there's an assumption, it seems, nowadays that people aren't having as many children, their families are smaller because of the expense, of selfishness. But you make the point in the book that there's more to the story, right?
Absolutely. So the expense is definitely a part, but it's always a part. And raising children has not become much more expensive over the last 15 years, but the number of babies born has gone way down. When my wife and I had our first child in 2006, it was a popular thing to do. Over 4.3 million babies. We're down below 3.7. The birth rate, babies per woman, has fallen from 2.1 to below 1.7 babies. And so that's happened while the economy is actually better than it was during the Great Recession when we were having more babies. And then selfishness, is that a part of it? Yes. But if I had a chart for selfishness, it would be 0, then Adam and Eve eat the fruit, and it goes up to 100, and it's been flat since then. We're not more selfish today than we were 15 years ago or 70 years ago. But what happens is culture is supposed to offset our selfishness, right? It's supposed to steer the self-interest towards the common good. And so that's why I argue that our culture is failing. It's failing to say, hey, it's everybody's job to help people raise kids. Hey, you know what? You will have a more fulfilling life if you give up your own material pursuits or self-centered pursuits and become part of a community by raising a family.
And you mentioned in the book, too, and you alluded to it, and this is surprising to me, too, that research shows moms spending more time taking care of their kids as well. And why do you think this is happening, and how does this affect the kids?
Yeah, so I have tons of data in there, but compared to the 1970s, dads are doubling the amount of times that they spend with kids, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Women are working outside of the home a lot more, and yet mothers have massively increased the amount of time that they spend doing just child care tasks while families are smaller. So this is, again, intensive parenting. Some people say, oh, we have fewer kids because we're choosing quality over quantity. But what they mean by quality is that we're driving our kids to tutoring, we're driving our kids to travel sports. We're in a travel lacrosse tournament in Delaware every other weekend. And all of these things, they're not actually high quality parenting. It makes it harder to build a family culture if your kids are so overscheduled. Your kids start to think that the point of sports is to get a D1 scholarship or to be the absolute best rather than what we know youth sports are about, which is developing virtues, teamwork, learning how to win and lose with grace. And so we have a record level of childhood anxiety right now. And psychiatrists say that's because children don't have unsupervised play. They're always scheduled. Mom and dad are more busy, kids are having less fun.
And whatever happened to just having plain, good old-fashioned fun, you know? By the way, Tim, in the studio here, I'm looking around, we have a couple of relatively new, younger parents. What advice would you have for people who are just starting out on the journey of building a family?
So, first of all, God bless you. Keep going. Pack the kids in as close as possible. Go get through that difficult phase where they're young with as many kids as you can. But the first one is don't worry about trying to get accomplishments for your kids or keep up with benchmarks. But most importantly, plant yourself in a community and rely on that community and learn to ask for favors and give favors, because two parents are not enough to raise children. You need in-laws, you need friends, you need neighbors, you need a parish community, you need a good school. All of that stuff is absolutely necessary. And it's easy to think that it's your job, mom and dad. Yes, it is. It's your job more than anyone else. But you absolutely need support. So think about that as you're building your life. What will be the community that will prop up your most important task, which is raising your kids?
And one final question before you go. I know you're a Catholic, but this book is for everyone, anyone who is interested in being a good parent and raising a great family. Is there any relationship between religion and making family happen?
Absolutely. People who go to church more, and it's across religion, synagogue or mosque, people who attend more have more children. And I think it's for a couple of reasons. One, we understand the idea of giving to something bigger than us, but also the support of a community, of a religious community, is going to make parenting so much easier, make your kids less anxious, and hopefully help you have a couple more kids.
Well, Tim, it's been great having you with us. Where can people find a copy of the book or maybe read a little bit more about it before they actually invest in your tremendous new work?
Well, my website, timcarney.org, has some information on it. If you Google Family Unfriendly, there's a bunch of reviews out there. First Things is one Catholic publication that reviewed it. Wall Street Journal reviewed it as well.
Very good. Well, Tim, it's been great to meet you and to have you on the show today. Thank you for writing this book to help people build better families in this somewhat unfriendly culture. And may God bless you, your wife, and your kids this day and always.
Thank you, Bishop.